This is a somber occasion in this company's history because we have some fallen comrades, which is Decay. Who am I kidding? Let's show our disrespect. Throw those asses on the ground. You got one clown in a coma, and you got another guy eating out of a feeding tube. Let it be a warning to all the other tag teams that the same fate awaits you. Hey, yo, Yankee Doodle Cracker, you think I'm playing? I dare you to keep waving that flag.
Conan Omega said, oh,
here comes the veterans of war.
These two men fought for the United States. They fought for the flag. And check out Wilcox.
Since I've been here, I've been collecting all the titles. This is a new one, so it's only a matter of time before I get a shot at one of these guys and get that opportunity to take his title, because sooner or later, that title will be mine also.
Two men with Slammiversary main event aspirations.
All El Patron has done since coming to Impact Wrestling is win. Magnus returned to Impact Wrestling as the Global Force Wrestling. He considers it a golden ticket to compete in the main event at Slammiversary. Calling for the end of El Patron here. Patron trying to fight free. Cross armbreaker! Cross armbreaker! In the center of the six-sided ring!
And it's deeply locked in.
Look at the wrist of El Patron, and Magnus snaps out!
But at the end of the night, we had a new global heavyweight champion and the pride of Mexico.
You got to be kidding me!
It's the return of Ultimate X.
You got the most innovative match in professional wrestling today!
The men that have competed in this match are synonymous with greatness.
15 feet above the arena floor! He's got the fight of the dragon on Daniels!
Will Low Ki be able to defend his X Division championship?
Anytime I touch the ring, sparks are gonna fly. Not by mistake, not by chance, by design.
Will Andrew Everett be able to climb out of the shadows and rise to greatness on his own?
If you stick with something long enough, you put your heart and effort into it, you can make something out of it.
Or will the fearless former champion step up and take his title back?
Impact Wrestling is how I make my living. If I have to fight people so that I can make a better living for myself, then that's what I'm going to do.
Nights away from Slammiversary on July the 2nd. Welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling. What a night it promises to be. We'll get started with the GFW World Tag Team Title Tournament.
The Global Force Wrestling Tag Team Tournament scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number one, accompanied to the ring by Conan, Homicide, and Diamante. They are the Impact World Tag Team Champions. The team of Santana and Ortiz, the Latin American Exchange.
Last week, LAX, the World Tag Team Champions, hosted a funeral for Decay, for the fallen Crazy Steve and the Monster Abyss. They felt disrespected by a fan at ringside waving the United States flag. They disrespected that gentleman. Out comes the VOW, the Veterans of War, Wilcox and Mayweather, and a melee ensued. That was 7 nights ago. The thought and focus of LAX right now is on becoming the GFW World Tag Team Champions. They have an opportunity here in the first round of this tag team title tournament.
Their opponents from Mexico, Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid.
Talk about a great match right out of the gate. First match, opening round. Garza Jr. in front. Laredo Kid with the mask. First round in the GFW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. LAX, the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, against Garza Jr. Laredo Kid, do you have a favorite in this one?
Well, certainly Pope is going to stick with the LAX 5150 running wild on Impact Wrestling, but you can't overlook the Kid. You can't overlook Garza, as they are Fed favorites here, and in their mind, they're favorites to come out and move forward in this tournament.
We invite all of you to join in on the conversation tonight. Follow along via social media. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. It looks like it's going to be Laredo Kid getting things started here against Santana. Josh Matthews ringside with the Pope on commentary, and that's it. Just you and I.
And I'm sure that just...
Whoa.
Oh, look at what's going on here.
Kind of breaking down early here between these two tag teams. They know what's at stake, an opportunity to move on in this tournament to become GFW World Tag Team Champions. Big boot there from Laredo Kid. Credit the assist to Garza Jr.
These teams are so evenly matched in Pope's opinion. Look at that!
Whoa! A pair of moonsaults from Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid. One more look at this high-flying action.
Perched on the turnbuckles, you see the Kid, you see Garza. Both takes flight with a moonsault, taking out LAX.
That's just a taste, an appetizer for what we're going to see later tonight in our main event. Ultimate X, Trevor Lee, Low-Key, Andrew Everett, all vying for Low-Key's X Division Championship.
We know we're going to see a lot of fast, high-paced, octane offense, if you will, just like we're witnessing here.
Boom! Big move there by Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid. Cover here by Laredo Kid. Doesn't hook the leg, and Ortiz is there to break it up at 2, so it's a moot point. So you didn't make a prediction for this match? I don't remember if you
Certainly
did.
I made a prediction. Pope chose the LAX. You know, I was going to point out how great of a matchup it is for these two teams. They're very similar in their style in the ring, but the one thing that LAX has in their corner is that man on the outside, Konnan.
So do you have a prediction for tonight's main event for the X Division Championship? Ultimate X, anyone can win.
As I said last week and the week before, as long as Low-Key has that title, he'll stay champion just as long as he wants to be, in Pope's opinion.
I can't wait for just you and I to call that match. Two-man booth. It's trending worldwide right now. No one misses JB. It's amazing. Look at Laredo Kid springboards into the ring. Takes out Ortiz, excuse me.
Nice dive there by the Kid. Ortiz is back up, though.
Ortiz, the powerhouse of LAX. Tag was made. Death Valley driver, but Laredo Kid's not legal.
Yeah, blind tag, very smartly done.
And here comes Garza Jr. with a missile drop kick. Big move there by Garza Jr.
And on the opposite side, there's Santana flies.
Oh!
Drop kick of his own.
Big drop kick there by Santana. Takes out Garza Jr. A game of one-upsmanship being played here by these two tag teams. We'll take this quick break to let everyone know that you should download the Fight Network app. Cover. It's available on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. Pay-per-view events, exclusive content like Inside Impact. It's all available. On the Fight Network app. Download it today.
Santana, the quicker of LAX, the faster, obviously.
Cover, hooks the leg yet again, and Garza Jr. again kicks out at 2.
And the striker, and man, when Santana brings those strikes, they're quick, but boy, are they effective.
Cannot believe we're just 45 nights away from Slammiversary. Live exclusively on pay-per-view. Sunday, July 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Live from right here in Orlando, Florida, in the Impact Zone. And check out LAX.
This is what Pope was alluding to earlier. The quick style, the fast pace.
What a combination of moves.
Nice
Ortiz drops the leg from the second. And Laredo Kid breaks it up at 2. Again, the opportunity to move on in the tournament. This is an opening round matchup in the GFW World Tag Team Title Tournament. Last week we saw a brand new GFW Global Champion in Alberto El Patron defeating Magnus.
And there's Homicide coming into play, if you will, on the outside.
Many people are beginning to question, whoa! Big move there from Ortiz to take out Garza Jr.
As long as LAX is here in Impact Wrestling with Homicide on the outside being led by Conan as well, I don't see anyone stopping LAX.
We were talking about the GFW Global Championship. We have a new champion in Alberto El Patron, and I was beginning to say that a lot of people are guessing that, El Patron has now punched his ticket to compete for the main event of Slammiversary, cover by Santana and a kickout against Lashley for the World's Championship. World title, GFW Global Championship. What a stage it would be at Slammiversary.
Well, I certainly agree. I don't know about the whole golden ticket. It's been a point of conversation for some time, the Global Force Championship title, but that does put you in contention. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Kick there by Santana, lateral press on Garza Jr., who just pops free at 2. Still to come, as promised, EC3 will go one-on-one with the Cowboy James Storm. What a rivalry that's been building towards over the past couple of weeks. Northern Lights by Ortiz, and Garza Jr. sneaks the shoulder up at 2. If you're James Storm, I don't know how he showered after getting over 30 lashes with a leather strap last week. How's he going to compete here tonight?
Well, if he's old school like I know the Cowboy is, he probably just threw some witch hazel on his back and went with it.
How old do you think he is? Witch hazel? Garza Jr. now. He's got LAX at bay. This is where Garza Jr. likes to have some fun.
I don't know if now's the right time to be having...
Hey, it worked!
Yeah.
Here comes Laredo Kid! Wow, what a hurricane run off the springboard! Here comes Ortiz, and there goes Ortiz!
Planted him!
This is where Laredo Kid loves to fly. Looking to go to the top rope now, but Ortiz shot to the midsection of Laredo Kid. That'll ground Laredo Kid momentarily as Ortiz now looking for a superplex. Keep your eye on Garza Jr. Shot to the back, and now a powerbomb and a suplex combination off the top rope. Santana flies in with a frog splash. What a match this has been in the opening round double clothesline of the GFW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. All 4 men are down. Which team will win? Which team is moving on? Find out after this. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. This is the first match in the opening round of the GFW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. It is LAX, the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. This match will be over here in a second. Ortiz with the cover. And a kick out by Laredo Kid. It is LAX against Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here. All through the commercial break, you see LAX quick tagging. They know they got the kid down. They want to keep him down.
Cannot wait to see some of the matches that'll take place in this tournament to crown new GFW World Tag Team Champions. Speaking of GFW, we know that the GFW Women's Championship is on the line here tonight. ODB challenging Sienna. That should be a brawl.
Certainly going to be an interesting one. Anytime ODB is out here in the ring, Daddy, you can expect wild things to happen.
Oh, good luck to Hall of Fame official Earl Hebner trying to keep the outside parties at bay here when you have LAX involved.
It's a mugging going on the outside of the ring right here in front of us, Josh.
That's exactly what it is. This is why LAX has been so successful since returning to Impact Wrestling. They have the numbers advantage. Got a feeling that LAX can go very far in this tournament. Laredo Kid ducks the clothesline. Look at Laredo Kid! Tornado DDT! Credit the assist to Ortiz.
The quickness of the kid coming into play.
Oh, what a shot!
They got the champions rocking and reeling.
Garza Jr. springboard moonsault. And Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid hold the ring strong. Ooh. Well, Santana not backing down. Oh, what a shot to the back of the head of Laredo Kid into a chest of Garza Jr.
Santana slapped them both silly and then punctuated with a kick on the kid.
For a tilt-a-whirl, lands on his feet here, popped off by Garza Jr., who delivers a thrust kick to the chest.
Garza.
Cover here, and well, Santana was so close to the ropes there, I think Garza was just buying some time, perhaps trying to see where Santana was in this match.
Well, you know, if you want to advance, you're going to have to do better than that. Big chop there by Ortiz.
This has been a chaotic tag team match to get Impact Wrestling started here tonight as Garza Jr. comes flying in. Ortiz throws him off and a kick again to the back of the head, and the Diamante!
Diamante with a hurricane rana off the top rope.
We need to see that one more time. Diamante takes out Garza Jr. back inside the ring. Wow, what a move!
My goodness, that was like a code red by Santana.
And here comes Ortiz, and there's Santana, and they take out Laredo Kid. What a move! And LAX is moving on.
Here are your winners, the Latin American Exchange.
So LAX with a victory here against Laredo Kid and Garza Jr. They are moving on to the next round of the GFW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. One more look, and we start with Diamante.
Check out Diamante, perched on the top rope, delivers a beautiful hurricane rana to Garza.
And then back inside the ring, it was Santana and Ortiz making quick work of Laredo Kid, and now LAX one step closer to securing the GFW World Tag Team Championship, but this tag team tournament is just getting started.
How fantastic has the Global Force Wrestling World Tag Team Championship Tournament been thus far? Next week we have the second semifinal.
Focus, come on.
We got James Storm versus CC3 later. We have an Ultimate Excellent. Hey, you know what? All these idiots aside, you know who's not back there? Jeremy Borash. Maybe we finally have rid ourselves of that idiot forever.
Don't say we.
It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a great show. We got a lot coming up. Ultimate X here tonight for the X Division Championship. Let's get it going. Shut up. I'm trying to work here, you idiots.
Sure, no, man. I just need to talk to Dutch and Karen. I'd like to get their opinion on everything first, and then we'll get right back to you if that's cool, man. All right? Hey, I'll call you back, okay?
Who's that? Someone else's career you're messing with, Bruce? Why are you looking at me like that? Do you have any idea what you've just done? I mean, you could have done anything you wanted, but instead you had to cost me the Global. You cost me my golden ticket. You put me in a match with Matt Morgan before I had to defend against El Patron. I mean, this is just classic Pritchard. Classic Impact under the Pritchard regime.
So I cost you the championship.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
I'm not the one that tapped out to Alberto Patron. And second of all, Patron had to put up his GFW opportunity the same night that you had to face Morgan. So I'm sorry things aren't going your way, Magnus, but you're out of contention right now. So if you want to get yourself back in contention, then you can get a championship picture. Until then, not much I can do for you.
Oh, no, there's not much you can do. But I'll show you what I can do.
If you piss Laurel Vaness off, then you're gonna deal with that! If you piss Laurel Vaness off, then you're gonna deal with
What is Black Southern Alley doing out here?
Southern runs straight to him, taking the fight to the monster.
Braxton Sutter not backing down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Laurel Van Ness. From parts unknown, Congo Kong.
Well, Pope, you fancy yourself a journalist. I see you walking around backstage with your little pad and pencil and your glasses on, and you're always talking to the stars and trying to talk to the knockouts of Impact Wrestling. Have you had an opportunity to have a big sit-down with Congo Kong yet?
Absolutely not. The deranged beauty keeps everybody away from her beast.
Congo Kong is associated with Laurel Van Ness. That's all we really know about their relationship. But Congo Kong is a spectacle to behold. Congo Kong goes one-on-one with Braxton Sutter, and it takes place next on Impact Wrestling. Welcome back to Impact.
Introducing the opponent, accompanied to the ring by Ali from Buffalo, New York, Braxton Sutter!
Braxton Sutter and Ali, they're responsible for the downward spiral of Laurel Van Ness. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what you say, Pope.
I have no idea why you keep harping upon that. You understand? You look at little Allie. She's never hurt anyone. She's looking a little intimidated right now being out here in this situation. That's very uncomfortable for her. But her Prince Charming, Braxton Sutter, has been there every step of the way, and you can continue to see that, pal.
I don't know about Braxton Sutter or his belt or his jacket. He needs to go to shopimpact.com right now to get all the new t-shirts. Alberto El Patron, the Ancient Eagle. There's a Team Alley shirt and plenty more. All new at shopimpact.com. Look at Braxton Sutter chop away at Congo Kong.
Only few can bring it, like the Logan of Impact Wrestling.
Hey, you know what else? You know what else is at shopimpact.com right now?
Anything but a Josh plug, please.
Team Goat shirts.
Oh, the hell.
Look at the strength of Congo Kong. And we just recently got a reshipment of the Essential AJ Styles 4-disc DVD set. Do you know anything that goes on around here?
Hey, be
it's
sure
like I run 30 departments.
Be sure to pick up
Oh, my.
Hope's on that set, Daddy. You be sure to watch it.
Well, you won't be on my set. The Essential Josh Matthews. Oh, the Essential belly-to-belly suplex from Congo Kong to Braxton Sutter.
That'll take the air out of his opponent.
How happy do you think Laurel Van Ness is watching the destruction of Braxton Sutter right now?
Well, I mean, when you talk about seeing someone who left you standing on the altar, talking about Braxton Sutter, of course, Laurel Van Ness, she's enjoying this.
Of course she's enjoying it. Braxton Sutter and Ali ruined her life.
And look, Laurel's putting on lipstick on the apron. My gosh, she's a Laurel Van Ness.
LAX was victorious a little while ago, so they have moved on to the semifinals of the GFW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. You'll still see James Storm and CC3 in action, and Laurel Van Ness just drew a heart with lipstick on the head of Braxton Sutter.
Talk about sending mixed signals.
Ali has no idea what to make of this. Laurel's out of her mind. Speaking of knockouts, GFW Women's Championship match still to come as well. ODB one-on-one with Sienna, and then the main event, Ultimate X. You're going to see some things they used to see me do back in the day in Ultimate X.
Look at the meat hook, and then just drags him to the corner. Congo Kong, the beast, what does he have in store?
I think he's going to run through Braxton Sutter and move the ring. Oh boy, and Sutter wisely rolls out of the way of Congo Kong.
Wisely, I don't think Sutter had any other choice or this matchup would be over.
And there's only one way to see Congo Kong, and that's live and in person. Don't forget, folks, live events have returned. They're coming back to Impact Wrestling. Make sure to stay tuned to ImpactWrestling.com in the coming days, weeks, and months on the return of live events. Can you imagine being up close and personal with Congo Kong?
I'm trying to imagine and fathom what I'm witnessing right here. This is the first time we've seen Congo Kong be challenged like this.
Yeah, and you want to fathom it, too. As you look at Congo Kong again, Sutter steps out of the way, and Sutter with a boot to Congo Kong, and Kong's still on his feet. Sutter can't get the big man down.
He has a rock. Sutter is rocking Congo Kong.
Kong's still on his feet. Sutter ducks the clothesline, big pump kick, and still Congo Kong on a vertical base.
Another pump kick by Sutter.
And Congo Kong chases Braxton Sutter right into the buckle.
How deceptively quick
is
Congo Kong.
Sutter down, and Congo Kong, with Laurel Van Ness watching, wins.
here is your winner, Kongo Kong.
I loved every second of that. I can't wait to go to ImpactWrestling.com's official YouTube channel later tonight. Hashtag Impact in case you missed it. Wait. There's KM and Sienna. They're getting in on the celebration.
Oh, come on. This isn't a celebration. What the hell?
There's Allie. Allie deserves this.
What are you talking about? KM, Sienna, Sutter just had a huge matchup. He's been defeated, and they're just giving
It's called payback and retribution for what Allie did. Allie's the bad guy in this story.
They're trying to make Allie suffer by witnessing the beatdown. What? Thankfully, it's Shera.
What's he doing out here? Muhammad Shera has nothing to do with this. Does he even have a match scheduled? He's probably out here too early. He's gonna get fined for this.
Are you kidding me? Somebody had to stand up to this.
Muhammad Shera has nothing to do with this. I don't even know if he's friends with Braxton Sutter and Allie.
Well, KM had nothing to do with it. Neither did Sienna.
KM is the cousin of Sienna, and they're friends with Laurel Van Ness. Well, 6 degrees of separation, pal.
Whoa. Oh, help me out, boo-boo. Big fat KM. The big fat bully. I'll tell you what. Grab that dude cousin of yours, Sienna. Bring Kongo Kong and Hot Mess Van Ness. Next week on Impact, a tag team match. Me and Shera versus you two.
So Sutter lays down the challenge. KM and Kongo Kong versus Shera and Braxton Sutter.
And that's no BS.
That's no BS, but that's an intriguing matchup.
Well, I guess your question has just been answered. We know that Shera and Sutter obviously have some sort of friendship, and now we're looking at a tag team for next week.
And he said, bring your dude cousin, Sienna. What's going to happen next week? I'll tell you what's going to happen after the break. You're going to see exactly what EC3 did to James Storm last week.
Desmond taking a lot of kicks from Seidel. Both men thinking the same thing. What a pair of kicks.
Roundhouse boots from Desmond Xavier and Matt Seidel, and there's Andrew Everett.
The Skywalker takes flight.
That reminds me of me.
Oh, gosh.
Springboards all day.
Bless your heart. Not right now, Daddy. Let's focus on Andrew Everett. Let's focus on the Skywalker.
And Everett goes up and over.
Wow, what a maneuver by Andrew Everett.
One more look at this from Andrew Everett. Goes up and over and takes out Seidel. And Caleb Connolly. How impressive was that?
That's very impressive, but I'm sure we're going to see many more. Look
Whoa,
at this.
whoa!
My goodness!
And lands on his feet. You want to see that one more time?
Look at Desmond Xavier. Sweet snapbacks in Air Force Ones. That kid can fly.
You absolutely need to see the stars of the X Division live and in person. You'll get your chance at Slammiversary Live on pay-per-view Sunday, July 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I can't wait for Slammiversary. Seidel up top. Andrew Everett got caught with the knees.
That can do it.
Seidel flies to the cover, hooks to the outside leg, and a kick out at 2.
Ah, what action. What great action from the X Division right now.
This is thrilling. This is the X Division.
Pep slap by Connolly.
And Connolly now trying to fold Matt Seidel up, back suplex, shoulders down, got him, and a kick out at 2. Desmond Xavier with a frog splash. Both legs hooked, and Connolly kicks out.
I think this is the time, Josh, where you say you gotta keep your head on a swivel because you're gonna miss the action at the blink of an eye.
How exciting has this match been? Reborn Matt Seidel now. Looking to take out Desmond Xavier, who gets a boot up. And here comes Seidel with her. Whoa, did you see that?
Oh my goodness!
And Everett!
Freaking driver!
Andrew Everett's going to secure the victory here on Desmond Xavier, and he got him!
Here's your winner, Andrew Everett.
I defy you to find better action than what you just saw from the stars of the X Division. One more look at Andrew Everett flying in a Franken driver to Desmond Xavier. Seidel thought, hey, I had the match won, but Everett comes in and gets the victory.
This matchup could have went any type of way. Andrew Everett got it done.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing about that matchup is it's exactly what I signed up for at Impact Wrestling. And to be honest, when you ask for something like that, you get exactly what you ask for. So thank you to the wrestling gods at Impact Wrestling for that four-way. Now, I firmly believe that I should have won that, but damn did Andrew Everett impress me. And that's great because I'm grizzled and bitter, and it takes a lot to impress me. So, Andrew Everett, I hope you go on through to this Ultimate X match, and I hope you unseat Low-Ki as the X Division champion, just so that when we get our one-on-one match, so I can prove to you that I am tried and true, that I am the most durable, superior wrestler in the X Division. It's for that X Division championship. Everett, I think I'm going to keep my eye on you, but I highly recommend you not take your eyes off of me. Turn on, tune in, take off.
It is going to be an incredible match still to come as EC3 goes one-on-one with James Storm after what happened last week. Who knows what's going to happen here tonight? Also, our main event for the X Division Championship, it's Ultimate X. And for those of you unfamiliar with what Ultimate X is all about, it's one of the most awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping matches that you will ever see. The Ultimate X built the cornerstone that is Impact Wrestling, the X Division.
Being a pioneer of this division is very important, but it wasn't done alone. When I began this journey, it began with competitors like AJ Styles, and then an extremely well-crafted veteran in Jerry Lynn. That era was very influential on us now.
You've gathered flowers from a broken dream with a few last dollars. I went all in, where again? Why does every cover that hides a rag below? When you're gonna run to the fire?
My favorite moments of the X Division has to be some of the earlier Ultimate X days with AJ, Chris Sabin. All those earlier, just first Ultimate X matches was just unreal, just stuff that we've never seen before.
I can remember distinctly when the X Division first hit the scene. They were doing things that no one had ever seen. They were taking chances with their bodies that no one was willing to take. It was just an entirely new thing in professional wrestling, and it took my breath away.
Perhaps the greatest X Division competitor of all time. What a win! And nobody deserves it more than Low-Ki.
Winning the X Division title for the 5th time is special. It's difficult to do this once at this level against these types of competitors.
I have to respect the man, an Impact Wrestling original, been here since day one.
I've been doing this since June 19th, 2002, without fail.
With me returning to Impact Wrestling, with Sanjay Dutt returning to Impact Wrestling, you have older generation mentality which can guide and lead the way for this generation, this division to expand and attract more notoriety the way that it did in the past.
The past of Impact was incredible. The present of Impact, as long as Trevor Lee's here, will be fine.
Making your moment in history. I'm trying to do things that no one in professional wrestling can do. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty damn good job because I will risk every single inch of my body to be the X Division champion.
A message that I would send to the rest of the X Division competitors. I'm an eternal champion. Anytime I touch the ring, sparks are gonna fly. If you're a member of my X Division, step your game up or step it out. You will not stand a chance once that bell rings if you are not prepared.
Mackenzie Mitchell backstage with Karen Jarrett. And Karen, it seems like there's nothing you can do to keep Eddie Edwards, Alicia Edwards, Angelina Love, and Davey Richards apart.
Seems? No. There is nothing that I have done that has been able to keep them apart. We need to control this situation, and there's only one way to do that. Next week, there's going to be a mixed tag match with Alicia and Eddie versus Angelina and Davey. Where are you going? Why is he back here?
Not sure what Magnus is doing, but we saw this last week. EC3, we lost count of how many last year. He whipped James Storm. I mean, this is uncomfortable to watch. Look at this.
Beat him like a government mule, did EC3.
EC3 put a whipping. Look at the back of James Storm. How is Storm going to be able to compete? How will Storm fare when he goes one-on-one with EC3? We don't have to wait much longer to find out. EC3, James Storm, next on Impact.